be sharing the story of someone that I believe is successful, and I think people should know their story. And today I have none other than my big sister, the woman, the myth, the mogul,
Oh my God.
Candace. But everyone calls her Cann B. So what's up, Cann?
Hello, sis. Thank you for having me on your show. I am super excited and proud to be a part of your segment.
Tell the people what you do.
Oh well, I am the owner of Cann The Investor. I help people get business funding. I help them to. I help people get mortgage loans. I do financial planning. I do anything dealing with money and getting to the bag for you. I help you do that.
The coins.
That's me.
Oh, hey, look, I'm knowing. The people need to know because I'm knowing.
You know, I'm trying to get it out there because people, I know we need all this money, so we need to get qualified so we get this money, okay? It's too much on the table. We need to go ahead and grab our shares.
As we should. You know what I'm saying?
Like we need.
All the time. And don't worry, at the end of this video, stay all the way to the end because all her information going to be on there so you can hit my girl up and get them coins.
Yes.
Yes. So, what is your journey, Candace? Tell people what your journey is.
My journey, or can I say like my goal, I guess?
Absolutely.
My goal is basically to take what people call an average Joe and make them a millionaire.
Say that one more again.
Yeah, I want the average Joe to be a millionaire because it is possible.
So you making
I'm making millionaires out
Nique
there.
the millionaire.
Yes,
I said
it's coming. It's coming. It's definitely coming. That's my goal. A lot of people think that because they're on a particular level that they can't invest or they can't get access to certain things. But to be honest, it's really just about getting your ducks in a row, follow the plan, and you can literally see $1 million in ASAP.
Period.
I'm so serious.
I like the way that sounds because right now, as we talked about before we got on this camera, I'm in between blessings.
In between blessings,
I ain't picked up a shit yet.
You know what I'm saying?
So, what inspired you to go on this making millionaires journey?
Because I was in between blessings.
Oh.
Basically, I lost everything, and when my father passed away. Before he passed away, he handed over a trucking company. And I didn't have any education on business, on money, or anything. And I was just thrown into a company. And so I kept the company afloat for 7 years. And then COVID came and we had to shut everything down. It was easier to bow gracefully with some type of funding than to keep trying to go on. When I first got the company, I had 2 siblings still in high school, and then after that I had one going to college that I was paying for. So it was very important for me to keep the money flowing because that was the income that my mom and my siblings needed. It wasn't even about what I needed at that point. It was literally about them. So once I lost the business, I dove deep into how money worked. And I honestly don't know what made me do that, but I know that something just said, you need to know how this works. And then as I was learning how things work, I learned that it's not really that hard to get to where you need to be. You just need discipline. And from there, I fell in love with it. And I've been able to help so many people get the funding that they need. And it's so funny because a lot of people don't even know that they qualify for certain things until I'm like, did you know that you did? They're like, no. So I'm able to educate, and my other major thing is to make sure that the information doesn't die with me. Anybody that I work with, I don't just say, hey, let's go apply for this. I say, this is why, this is how. It's very educational because if something happens to me, I want the legacies to keep going.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it sounds like, when Papa Earl, rest heavenly, when he passed away, you became the anchor for the family. And I can say firsthand that I know this. Like, the first girl trucker I've ever known, like, me and Sonia in the back of the trailer, it's like, Candace, like, come on, y'all, we about to go to Louisville. In the back, let's go.
The trunk, not the trunk, the bunk.
And look, and we riding out, and we about to go get the best gas station pizza. So
you gotta stop and fly. Look, that's a rule. You have to stop and fly in J and get a pizza. You have
to. for you to say, like, you know, you don't know what really brought you to this, for real, like, the first thing that came to my mind was, like, you know, Dad was like, hey, yo, you gotta be the one. Like, you the one. So here, I need you to go and learn about this, right? So with that being said, you know, how important do you believe it is for people to have that discipline when it comes around money, or their education when it comes to money? And how did that tie into your, you know, your health, like, overall, period?
Ooh, first of all, it's important because it's life or death. It literally is life or death, because in one situation, especially if you don't have like an emergency fund put together, one small hiccup can really make or break you. Like, one, I was just minding my business, oops, tire blown. That's my whole savings. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely can be life or death. It can make or break you. As far as when it comes to not having a discipline and not having that safety net, how it affects you health wise. I know for me, with me driving for so long, I was 400 pounds. Once I quit, you know, we retired the business and I started learning, and one day God just woke me up and was just like, all right, you know, you need a whole tune up.
Time to choose you.
Yeah, not just the money wise, not just taking care of everybody, but you need to take care of you, because looking at it now, I have a mission. You know, at first I didn't know what my mission was, especially after my father passed, because I was taking care of him. But now it's like, okay, you have a mission to help others. How are you going to help others if you are not healthy with yourself? So I've been able to lose 140 pounds. I'm struggling though, because that chocolate be calling my name. Like, what?
Well, Hershey's ain't never hurt nobody.
Okay. I mean, you know, oh, it is her reason. But out on top of that, I have a tribe of people, not just on the business side, but on the spiritual side, that kept me encouraged on days where, you know, I wasn't understanding why I couldn't do certain things financially, or when I didn't feel like working out or whatever the case may be. I had somebody that would come and encourage me. Specifically, my sister Sonia, she's also an entrepreneur. So she, a lot of times, we were going through the same things, business wise and physical wise. So she really kept me on the path to keep going. Yes.
To keep choosing yourself.
It's very important to have a balance.
It's super important, because a lot of people, in my experience, I feel like people forget about themselves a lot. And they don't really understand that, like, you know, social media, we're in a huge, like, right now, that's the era, social media, where people see, again, they see the success. They see you and they're like, oh, she got it. Oh, I know Candace, she drive truck, she got big money. But to be sitting there and be like, baby, I was in between blessings, pockets was on E.
What they don't tell you is, yes, you can gross big money, but what you keep is a totally different conversation.
Education.
It's
the knowledge. Knowledge is always going to be power. And people don't understand that. And when it comes to, like, choosing yourself, it's with everything. It's the encompassing of everything. So with that being said, you know, how many no's did you get before it seems as though you created your own yes?
I received a lot of no's. I started getting my yeses around 2021. I started the financial industry in 2019. So that's a nice amount of time of no's. No's personally, as far as me trying to get funding. No's as far as trying to get clients to work with me. It wasn't until I got my first big payout from SBA where people started to say, okay, I need some help. You know?
Take you serious.
And I get it. You know, you're dealing with people's Social Security, you're dealing with their finances, so I totally get it, you know. But once I hit that marker, it has been taken off. And so that's why I try to tell people, in your first couple of years, you're going to hit them no's. Don't give up. Because that yes is right around the corner. And that yes, do not give up. Do not give up. If your first 2-3 years are no's, do not give up, because that yes is right around the corner, and that yes is going to be huge.
Huge.
Career changing.
Blessing.
Okay?
Right before you give up,
Yes.
It's always right there.
Yes.
It's always in the grass.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have the capacity. Well, I don't want to say we don't. A lot of us don't really understand that we have to have the capacity, yes, the tenacity, the resilience to be like, you got to keep going. You know, I'm a victim of it. Like, yeah. I be falling short sometimes, but when I find myself, there is no. You know, I'm going to create my own yes.
Yes, exactly. You have to encourage yourself sometimes, because even though I had a tribe of people to help me, they got their own stuff they're going through. They have their own trials and tribulations and things of that nature. And if we both going through something at the same time, that person may not have the energy to encourage me. So I got to find that encouragement within myself. Absolutely. So yes, you have to create certain avenues to be able to get your goals done. You have to.
So, and with that like leads into my next question. So, your rough patches, because although, you know, you right now are in a nice spot with, you know, learning about finances, teaching people about finances, helping people, but everybody has a rough spot, even when it's on the up and up. How do you handle those?
Sweetie, I'm in a rough patch right now, okay?
And you look amazing.
And because you got to. You have to show up for yourself. Right now, because a lot of, I've helped people get, so far, I've raised over $1 million collectively for my clients. But I still work a 9 to 5. So let's be humble about it. Everybody on social media want to tell you quit your job, work for a job, full time for your company. When it's time, yes. But until your money can replace your current income, don't quit that job, because it's going to create more stress, and then you're going to want to quit your business, and then now you're back at square one. But no, don't forget, you still got your business expenses that you didn't let lapse over, so maybe a business credit card or whatever the case. Do not quit your 9 to 5 job until you're able to pay yourself comfortably in your business, not suffer for it. A lot of people see the business have, like, let's say $5,000. You didn't make $5,000. Your business made $5,000. So with that being said, you pay yourself a percentage, and if that percentage don't equal up to your check, you keep that job. I'm in that position right now. I won't say it's a rough spot, but it's one of those I could really take off right now if I didn't have it, but I need that 9 to 5 job. So I'm going to be patient and let God make this work, because I got to feel it. My next big one is going to be that one.
Yeah, because all things are possible through God himself.
Oh, come on now.
Come on now.
We're going,
hey now.
Woo, child,
and that's just so bad.
And no, but for real.
Listen. Mentally, right? Because a lot of people's struggle is mental. You know what I'm saying? How did you mentally get to this point where you say, all right, Candace, we need to lose weight. We need to go head first on this money thing, because this is what we want to do.
You said when?
Like, or basically, how mentally did you prepare for yourself?
I didn't. I'm going to tell you, I did not. I just woke up, and you know those voices that you hear? You hear it. You don't pay no mind, but this time it was loud. And it was telling me that I needed to. And even when I was being stubborn, if my body forced me to, you know, my body forced me to take in more water. That's literally what I started with, just drinking a gallon of water a day. And it just failed. And I was stubborn about it, but my body was like, no, we're not doing this. But as I was doing that, those voices were getting louder from God and from my spirit team, and they were telling me, you know, they were giving me advice on how to maneuver. I'm not gonna lie, I had to clean house from certain people, certain situations that I was holding on to. A lot of them exes that would just, hey, big head out of nowhere, like, leave me alone, okay? Like,
that'll do it.
You ain't about nothing.
That'll do it.
I had to get over that. I had to heal. So specifically how or when, I don't. All I know is I woke up and it just, you gotta do this. Like, the voice was just louder. I guess God was like, enough is enough. You need to get out here and do. People need you. I didn't know what they needed me for, but I know now. You know, and so not only am I helping people financially, but spiritually. You know, and I won't say, like, you know, I believe in God, I believe in that, but I didn't know, like, words and things to help Now it just be coming. I'm like, oh, when it's all right. So, but yeah, I don't have a specific anything. It literally was just like, get up and do it. And it's just been, I've been letting him take the lead ever since.
And not every time, will that happen for people? Like, it's like, just get up. But it's a thing about listening to yourself, your higher self, and whomever you pray to, right? You know what I mean? Yes. However you want to say the name of the creator, you have to listen to it. You have to go with it. You have to be able to hear. So sometimes that's shutting things off. Like you said, you had to cut people out. You had to remove people. Firsthand. Yeah. Literally was just in that spot a couple weeks ago. Where my car was gone. I didn't have the funds. Me and my dude, we split ways, and that was somebody I thought I was gonna marry.
Yeah, girl.
I was in this spot of like, what did I do?
But sometimes, I say this all the time, you won't drink out of a dirty cup. So you can't take certain things into that new future for you. As much as we want these things to go kicking, screaming, if it's not destined for what God has planned for you, He's not gonna let you drink out that dirty cup. Period.
And I just really
got into
prayer. I didn't want to pick that cup up. Like, hey, I just had that water. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. In my situation, I had to realize a lot about myself. A lot of the things that happened was because of what I was doing. I was falling short, but that's cool. And when you have that introspection and accountability, ladies and gentlemen, a very big word in your life. Accountability. You have to be accountable for your actions and what you're doing before. You have to be able to sit with yourself and say, yo, this is me. And then get rid of it, right?
Yes, you have to, like she said, accountability, but do the work. Because it's one thing to say, oh, that's just how I am, but that don't mean it's acceptable.
No.
And sometimes if we don't break certain habits, we're going to keep wondering why we're in certain situations. And I had a problem with not letting go of things that I know did not suit me. I could not let them go. But with that being said, I was losing money. I was putting myself second. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't sleeping right because I was putting everything and everybody in front of me. And I know that's what made that snap thing come from God, because He's like, you can't keep saying you want this difference and you just keep letting stuff go. You know what? Nope. I'm about to make this person leave you. Why? I don't know. It don't matter. They gone. You know what I'm saying? And you literally wake up like, we were good yesterday, buddy. Like we were planning our wedding yesterday. I just told you I loved you 10 seconds ago. Okay. And God was like, I love you. And God was like, you know what? It ain't it. You are distracted. Yes. You are distracted. You ain't prayed and God knows. What are we doing here, sis? And honestly, this right here, like, dang, why I get emotional, I have no clue. This right here is something I've been talking about for years. And to actually be doing it in my rough patch, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's talk about it.
In between lessons. Told you I ain't picked up a shift yet. Pockets on, I think I got $3.
You get notifications though. You get notifications.
I think I got $3. But I'm still listening. I'm still there. I'm still thriving. I'm still vibing. I'm still being in the present. I'm making sure that, like you said, I'm listening. I'm getting notifications. I hear those bells. Okay, cool. Nah, go and do it. You feel me? So with that being said, what would be your advice to someone that is having the roughest, toughest, most challenging time choosing themselves?
Date yourself. Period. Sometimes we be too serious. Sometimes we be too wrapped up in knocking goals out that we forget to have fun. Look, if you have, I'm gonna say $3, okay? Because I do. Because they don't last $3. Go to Dollar Tree, get you a jar with the lid, a glass jar. Make sure it's a glass jar, and then get you a pack of either sticky notes or cue cards, and put some dates in the jar. And at least once, or twice if you get paid bi-weekly, twice a month, take yourself on a date. you can go on Google and say 30 free things you can do within your city. Go on Eventbrite. They have free things going on in the city. Put it in a jar. Take yourself out on a date. Or it could be, bring yourself a nice bath. Really date yourself. Romanticize yourself. I put rose petals, candles, hot bubble bath, music, nice, lingerie or something. I may make myself a nice dinner and I actually set the table with the plates and the candles and romanticize yourself. Pour into yourself. Nobody's gonna do it for you. If you, you can have a spouse, but they're not gonna love you like how you can love you. You have to learn how to do that, because if you don't, you're gonna lose yourself in your business, in your family, in your relationships, and you're gonna be waking up one day like, why am I even doing this? It's not even fun anymore. And when you take those breaks, it allows you to really love on yourself. Yes. And I also want to say, if you got another set of $3, do the same thing. And every time you knock off a goal, write it and put it in that jar. You'll be amazed how your jar fills up. Like, you will be really amazed. So it could be something as little as, I set up my LLC. Write that in there. I got my EIN. Write that in there. I got my first commission. Write that in there. Every little thing that you knock out, that is an accomplishment in the right path. So when you get your jar, you need to put did my interview.
And you know
right
in there.
And those days that you like, this is too much, go to that jar, put it out like, I didn't remember when I did my first interview. I remember when I got my first commission. And it just refuels you. So invest in yourself.
Always.
And
that's crazy, because I remember that one time I went to like TGI Fridays. This was in like 2011. And I called Sonia, and she's like, what you doing? I'm about to go to TGI Fridays. You got a date? Like, yeah, I'm about to take myself on a date. She's like, take yourself on a date. You like, by yourself? I was, yeah. She's, man, you so weird.
But it is funny, because now she knows the importance of doing it.
Yeah, so. And Aaron told me all the time, like, man, I used to call you and be like, Nique, what you doing? You out by yourself. And I didn't get it. But, like, I understood that I wasn't being chosen, and I also wasn't choosing me. A lot of the times it was happening like that.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell y'all, look, choose yourself. You know what I'm saying? Self-love is a really big thing around your journey.
It is.
You gotta know yourself. I'm not saying like, be so delve into yourself that you don't feel like you need another person, because we all need people.
Baby.
It's not designed for us to do this by ourselves. You feel me? But you cannot pour into someone else from an empty cup. You ever went into the refrigerator and was like, I want some Kool-Aid, and it was an empty pitcher of Kool-Aid, and you poured it into your cup, like you put it over your cup, and Kool-Aid just start falling out? Exactly, that don't happen. It don't happen.
I'm like, all right, Jesus.
Exactly.
I'm like,
But if you go into that same refrigerator and you know you just made Kool-Aid, because you made
it.
The Kool-Aid.
The time to do it.
You put the effort and intention into that.
Yes.
So when you went
to
pour into,
and it's cold,
you were able to take that cup,
yes,
drink from that cup,
yes,
and not imagine. It wasn't a wish,
yes,
sandwich. It was an actual cup,
and it was some left over that you could
give to others.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's just. I love these type of conversations.
Yes.
Sorry,
no.
It's a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know my brand.
Yes.
Jizbo.
Yes.
And you know what it stands for. Be okay living divinely.
Yes.
Okay. What does that mean to you? To be okay. Just be okay living divinely. What does that mean?
Divinely is like living godlike. So be okay with living godlike and implementing. My coach, she always say God, family, business. And I know that there are days where I might need to pay something and I'm like, I don't have nothing, and then ding, 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 somebody placed an order. That's God. That's me giving it to him. He provides it. And I know that sounds cliche and corny, but I promise you, when you get into your business and you see how things just start happening, and you like, what the? Okay, God, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm a little scared, but I'm gonna sit here. do you understand, like, you can't, when you let go of control, it's hard.
My bad.
It's hard. Yeah. When you let go of control and let him do it, he literally, like the song say, order your steps. It will happen. So being boldly godlike, meaning that I can talk about God because I know God took me from having no money, being over the road with my company, sending all the money home to take care of the family, only have $100 to last me to get back home. Mind you, truck driving, food, and supplies are expensive. I can't pull it to no Walmart all the time and get stuff. So I have to buy from the truck stop. Stuff starts at like $3-5. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I didn't have like a habit of smoking or anything, because that's like $50 or so, you know, so that's half of my stipend. And then to send, like I said, send that money home and then get back home and still can't pay my bills because I'm supporting the house. Only God. Yeah. Only God. And to keep the company afloat for 7 years. So as much as it hurt, I'm proud.
Absolutely.
You know, so
as
yeah,
you should be, because I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I went to Cleveland, came back, and whole different candid. You know what I'm saying?
I had a whole transformation, and all I can do is just say thank you to my tribe for being there. On, like I said, the business tribe and my spiritual tribe, because I couldn't have done it without them. I couldn't. I really couldn't. So yeah, so being bold is being proud to acknowledge God and what He's doing, and being okay to be of an image of Him. You know, people struggle, but at least you're a percent of the images. You know?
Just don't straddle the fence.
Yeah.
Choose your side. Either you're walking with Him, or you ain't.
Yeah, because when you choose that side, you become stagnant because you're trying to be this, but you already know that the blessing is over here, but you just can't let this go. Like you become stuck then at that point.
Yeah, just believing in yourself. Yeah, all of that happened for you because at the end of the day, Candace, you believed what you were doing. You were believed in 100% of what you're doing, right?
Yes.
So one thing, if you don't take nothing from this, you have to believe in yourself.
Yes.
If you don't believe in yourself, literally, and I am testimony, nobody will. Not your man, not your girl, not your friends, not your family. I mean, your kids, they gonna believe in you because that's what they know. They know their mama or their daddy.
Yeah.
But literally, everyone outside of you, they're just gonna mirror what you feel about yourself. You don't believe in you, so why would I believe in something you don't believe in? You don't want to see the vision, not me. I don't have the glasses. You do.
And I'm not gonna buy for you if you ain't gonna believe it. Who would I look like? I mean, I think this wig is cute or whatever. I'm not about to buy that wig.
I'm saying tune in. Watch her. Why? Because she make millionaires.
Yes.
Every single person on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, they're trying to teach you how to be a what? A millionaire.
And that's what teased me off, and that's if I may interject.
No, go ahead.
My program is debunking that. Meaning, I'm not going to just say I can make you a millionaire. When you first sign on with me, we are hitting the pavement getting that money. A lot of people will just give you the course or give you the documents on how to get the. I'm like, nah, we about to sit down, look at everything, and by the time we ready to hit the pavement, you already have offers on the table to give you money. I'm not playing. I'm very hard on my people. I just got done yelling at one of my clients the other day. But they know it's out of love because, yeah, the money good, but I want the success. I want the accolades, okay?
Listen.
So that's one thing I can't say about my program is I don't just talk about it, I be about it. We about to do it together. And I'm not going to leave you hanging. We holding hands.
Like Nique said, just do it.
Yeah, we just going to do it. We're going to get you qualified and do it.
You got to tell the people, since they hearing, they watching, tell them the funny thing that you told me about the no doc loan, because that's real big right now. This has nothing to do with the journey, but I need people to know.
I mean, but it is part of the journey. It's part of the journey. So one of the things, a lot of stuff that I see on social media, my clients, they always send me TikToks and stuff. Hey, is this real? Is this real? I be like, if y'all don't leave me alone, because y'all already know. The no documentation loan. I saw somebody send me a TikTok, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go find out. I'm one of those ones, if I don't know, I'm going to get the answer. So I went to Key Bank. I don't know if y'all have a Key Bank in your city, wherever you turned in at. And I talked to a loan officer, and they said, yes, there is a such thing as a no documentation business loan. However, you have to have a 680 or above credit score. Now, you think they're going to tell you that on TikTok or Reels or anything? No, they just want the light. So they're going to say, oh, yeah, it's a no documentation loan. And that's it. And so now you out there like, oh, I'm about to go, oh, la, go to the bank. And then they're like, no.
Oh, yeah, we don't need dots, but we need the credit.
We need the credit.
Score. That's not a dot.
Yeah.
That's a score.
That's a score.
So that's the part that people leave out.
They leave out of that.
And that's just like with everything else that you see social media and people's lives and your perception of people's life. It's always that one little piece that's being left out.
The other thing is the universal life insurance. Everybody say, go get a policy and pull the money out from your policy, and then you can become this millionaire. Baby, if it was that easy, we will all be millionaires. We will all have life insurance policies. It's not that easy. Yes, you can put the money into a universal life policy, but guess what? They're going to charge you to take that money out. So not only are you, let's say you get a loan for $30,000, and you put that in there. Yes, it's gonna grow in a market, but when you get ready to take that out, they're gonna charge you. Oh, and don't forget that if you take that out, then now your policy might last because you don't have money in the bucket to pay for the policy. Oh, and don't forget.
Oh, wait a second.
Yes. Oh, the policy's gonna die.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, and don't forget, you still got to pay that loan back. So not only are you paying on the loan for the life insurance, but now you're paying 2 times on a $30,000 loan, where you can just keep it separate and open up a short-term investment account.
And that's why y'all need to get with her. And that's what I was gonna say.
No, but for real, why are you charging me to take my money out? Like, that don't make sense to me.
It's like money woman. Cause you know, like money man. I know that's old, but you know. So, and I appreciate you so much just for coming to do this.
I love this. Look, I'm a nerd. I can love this all day. You got any more questions? Look.
I mean, I'm saying though, we can like keep going, but nah, I really do appreciate you doing this because perception-wise and outside looking in, because it's always that window. When people see people that are doing things, they automatically have this story of them. They don't know them, but they see what they see on Facebook and they're like, oh, this is that. Nobody could be like, oh, Candace was struggling mentally, that she woke up one day and was like, I need to lose weight.
And
nobody knew Candace was struggling money because they like, well, I mean, Candace drive trucks. And she just said herself, baby, I was broke.
I was
survived. You know what I'm saying? Lord. And it's just, I want people to see the real.
Yes, and to be honest, this is why, like, even though I'm in the financial industry, I dress down. Because I want the everyday person to know that you don't have to look a certain way, you don't have to be a certain way, you don't have to make a certain amount of money to invest.
Absolutely.
You can start with the lowest of the low and build up, but start. So that's why I'm like, as much as I want to, be corporate, I'm like, nah, my people look like me. My people wear gold chains, my people wear golds, my people got locks, they got bust down, middle part out, they look like me. I want to be that one. No, this is one of my goals. I want to be that one that take that street dude and invest his money and make him look like a million. He know he a millionaire even though he don't look like a millionaire.
Like dressing like Adam Sandler, like
yeah, like just straight bummy out here, but he got like rolls. Like I want the everyday person to experience this. So that's why I didn't go and buy the fancy dresses and keep I want people to look like me. People I'm trying to reach look like me.
Absolutely. So, our audience is our audience.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's just that on that. Yeah, and that's period. I don't know. I'm supposed to stop saying that, but yeah.
Hey, look. Everybody still say that. I still say it sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially when my clients call. Like the one client I just yelled at yesterday, he got an offer with Dev Jam. I was like, okay, period. But you know that ain't professional, but
I mean, it's what it is. You gotta be relatable. You gotta have some type of fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, sis, I appreciate you.
Yes.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Her information will be linked below and at the end of this in Chris. Please check my girl out.
Yes,
Why?
check me out.
Because she makes millionaires.
And
put that on the shirt.
Yes, we are. Okay. But no, like, it doesn't matter where you are. I can help you out. So don't think because you're not in Cincinnati that you can't get help. There is Zoom. So we just Zoom it up. And I'm telling you, if you ask me to help you, don't get mad when I be like, you can't buy that Gucci belt. No. We gonna put out that invest this. So,
yeah, so thank y'all so much for tuning in and catch me next week. Bye.